Good morning, everyone. This is your weather hazard briefing for Thursday, December 29th. Our key points for the day: we do still have early morning commute concerns. We've got lingering snow showers along the Wyoming border, and that will persist throughout the day, at least chances for those. So that's creating slushy, slick roads east of Idaho Falls along State Highway 33 as well as US 26 over to the Wyoming state line. We also have fog forming this morning after these winds have settled down. So we're seeing visibilities less than a quarter mile north of Pocatello along US 20 and US 26. So that patchy fog will definitely be a possibility early this morning. And the next push of precipitation arrives late this evening. So we do have a winter weather advisory in effect for the Sawtooth, Lost River, and Wood River areas, as well as a winter storm watch for the South Hills, Albion Mountains, Raft River region, and the entire eastern and southeast highlands. Here's a current look at satellite imagery. You can see this push of moisture rolling in, and that's what's going to bring us our next push of precip arriving late tonight. And you can also see over here in this light blue, right around here, this low stratus forming. So you can see these areas of low moisture and even fog. Here's our weather risk outlook for the next 5 days. Like I said, we do have light snow showers continuing this morning and possibly throughout the day along the southeast, more so the eastern highlands probably, but along the Wyoming border. And then our focus shifts to late tonight when we could start to see late night snow move into especially the central mountains, but also our other regions, the South Hills, as well as the eastern highlands. More measurable snow we'll start to see after midnight. So that push will continue through the overnight hours. And that is when we do start to see, we have that winter weather advisory in effect late tonight through 11 a.m. tomorrow for our central mountain zones. And then that winter storm watch will come into effect for the next couple days for our eastern zones. And it will be breezy tomorrow. Winds will pick up throughout the day. We could see gusts on the order of 30-35 miles per hour potentially. We also will see snow chances for the Snake Plain and Magic Valley. And then Saturday, those impacts will continue to push eastward. So the continuing lasting impacts will be more focused on the South Hills and the eastern and southeast highlands, but we still will see snow potential region-wide. And then Sunday, we'll see very slight chances in our central mountain zones, but still chances further south and east. And then for Monday, we will see a transient ridge move through. So we'll have very slight chances for snow along our eastern zones as well as the Snake Plain. But right now those chances look very slim, and weather looks to be pretty calm for Monday. So like I mentioned, we do have the winter weather advisory in effect as well as the winter storm watch. So that advisory begins 11 p.m. tonight for our central mountains over here, and it will continue through 11 a.m. tomorrow. And for that winter storm watch, it is a pretty long one. It's going to begin 5 a.m. Friday and continue through 5 a.m. Sunday. Our high temperatures for today, pretty much staying below freezing mostly everywhere with the exception of the eastern Magic Valley and portions further south, but generally freezing and below. And our temperatures for tomorrow, single digits for our lows up north, 24 for Pocatello and 20s in lots of areas. And then for our highs, we are going to be pretty mild and warm along the lower Snake Plain and further south, and even further north, we're seeing some very mild temperatures. So like I said, our snowfall amounts until midnight. This right here is just a culmination of those light snow showers along the Wyoming border here that will persist through the day. And potentially a little bit that's going to come in through midnight, but really not much over here on the east. And then you can see that moisture that's going to start to roll in, but not really amounting to much, like I said, before midnight. That snowfall is really going to come into play after midnight tonight. Friday is going to be a very wet day. We'll start to see accumulation 6 inches and above, and even chances here in our lower elevations. And then looking ahead to Saturday, like I said, the impacts are going to continue to focus more over on the eastern side. We still will see some stuff in the central mountains, but here you can see, I mean, we're going to start to see accumulations like Bear River Range over a foot potentially. And after several days of accumulating snowfall along the eastern and southeast highlands, it's going to be quite a bit. And for Sunday, slight chances up here further north, but again, most of that snowfall is going to be further east and south. It's going to be a busy weekend, and then a little bit of break early next week potentially, very brief. We do have an active pattern ahead. But just to summarize our early morning commute, we do have some concerns. Those lingering snow showers are creating slushy and slick roads east of Idaho Falls over there to the Wyoming border, especially along State Highway 33 and US 26. We are seeing fog forming this morning now that our wind has settled down. So we're observing visibilities less than a quarter mile, especially north of Pocatello, along US 20 and US 26 so far. And the next push of precipitation will arrive late this evening. So we do have headlines in effect now, a winter weather advisory for the central Idaho mountains, and a winter storm watch for our southern and eastern regions. So please do stay on top of the weather and road conditions over the next several days. Plan accordingly, stay off the roads if at all possible. But do not hesitate to give us a call if you have any questions or concerns. And I hope you have a wonderful day.